What the hell? Just what the hell?
Hey everybody, my name is Will Brolnick, and welcome to another episode of Shinema. You might remember this guy. This is TJ. He was with me when we reviewed The Circle.
Yes.
Back a couple months ago, back in April.
Yeah, definitely. My gosh, so much promise, so much failure.
And ever since this movie came out, you guys have been giving me tons of requests to review this movie, and I kind of made a deal with you guys, both on my Facebook page and on Twitter, that if my channel got to 50, if my channel got to 50 subscribers, then I would review the Emoji movie.
Oh boy!
And we just watched it.
He forced me. He tied me up and forced me to watch this movie.
I couldn't do it alone. So this movie is directed by Tony Leonardis, I think, and it stars T.J. Miller, James Corden, Anna Faris, Patrick Stewart, and a couple other big names. And this all takes place in the phone of a high school kid named Alex, and we revolve around our main character Gene, who is a meh emoji. However, he has more than one expression. However, if you have more than one expression while you're an emoji, that's a big no-no.
And you're considered an outsider, and people, oh my gosh,
yeah.
They're worse than the Bikini Bottomites and modern SpongeBob. Lord have mercy.
That is very true.
These people treated him like he was a freak.
So Gene has to go out and try to get himself fixed. Along the way, he comes across a high five emoji played by James Corden and a hacker emoji named Jailbreak, voiced by Anna Faris. So, I don't know. It's just that ever since the Lego movie, I try to give some movies the benefit of the doubt. But when I saw that this movie was just getting panned, I mean, I was reading the early reviews on Twitter back when my family and I were down in Myrtle Beach one time, and it started out with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, and then now it has like a 9, I think.
Well, the one positive thing I will say about the movie, the climax was interesting. Like, I kind of got involved into the climax.
Yeah.
But then it went back down. It's like they had a different director direct the climax, and then they just said, okay, you're back on, man. Make the movie terrible. It's like they know they're terrible, and they just want to, like, finish it off that way.
Definitely.
It's just, if you just watch the movie, oh my gosh.
Actually, we're just going to spoil the daylights out of this movie, because I'm sure most of you have probably seen this movie, or you just don't want to see it. You're too lazy to see it, but I don't know. As like a part-time YouTube critic, I kind of have a bit of a duty to review movies, whether they're good or bad. And that's why I have the Shinema series. I'm going to have to review something even worse, though.
What are you going to have to review? Garbage Patch Kids?
I might have to.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I already lost brain cells to the Emoji.
We already lost brain cells to the Emoji movie. So, actually, to this film's credit, and I'm not going to say that a lot in this little review, the animation is definitely better than movies than, say, like Norman in the North or Food Fight.
Yes, I will give them that. The animation is pretty great, and I love how they had how the apps looked in animation, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they had like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Candy Crush. They even have a Just Dance app, which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, wham! Wake me up before you go. Oh
yeah, there was the Just Dance app it just dragged on a little bit. I thought
the graphics and the animation though were just great. Honestly, really and truly, what really turns me off about the movie is the characters themselves. Except for the princess, I kind of liked her, but I'm sorry, but High Five was probably the worst character.
Oh, High Five was annoying.
Oh my gosh! Like, Lord have mercy. When you are first introduced to this character, you're just like, oh my god.
Oh, and there's also this little subplot where there's Gene's parents, who are also meh emojis, and they have marriage issues.
Oh, yeah. And they do it in the most monotone way possible.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
From Family Guy, you never fail to disappoint.
Oh, Family Guy.
Alright, so yeah, animation is not that bad. And I can say the princess character, well, there's a big twist that Jailbreak is actually a princess emoji.
And yeah, she's the one that broke out, but she got caught in this firewall that she failed to get through.
Yeah.
And she's stuck into, like, the dark web app, which is like.
The piracy app.
The piracy. It reminds me of the dark web. Like I hear so many stories about that. But
yeah, that's where you find like internet trolls and viruses. And Gene was asking High Five, what would a 14-year-old boy hide from his parents?
A lot of things, Gene.
Triple X.
Oh, with that being said, oh my gosh. I mean, now the main character, Gene, it's hard to really feel emotion for him. You know? Like he's T.J. Miller. I like him, but at the same time, he just was. It wasn't like I said. It was a turnoff, and the fact that Gene was our main character really makes this movie fall downhill.
Yeah, because T.J. Miller was in some pretty good movies like Big Hero 6 and Deadpool, and for him to be in this movie, I say would definitely be a bit of a downgrade in his career. And definitely for Patrick Stewart as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He plays the freaking poop emoji for crying out loud.
Oh my god. Oh, and don't worry, the jokes in this movie that they use with these emojis are so. What is the best way? You know they're coming.
Like, yeah, you know they're coming. I mean, there's one or two that are actually kind of decent.
Like, really funny. There are one or two that are like really funny. And
well, if you actually do want to see this movie, then go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
Heck yeah, we're not saying you don't watch it. We're just saying...
we're just saying this is this is just a giant piece of garbage. It's thankfully not the worst thing we've ever seen.
All right, well, it reached number 12 of the worst movies of all time.
For you?
Yeah, and I don't even review movies. I'm a TV show critic.
Yes, he's a TV show critic, actually. So, I think we need to finish this off by giving it our rating, scale of 1 to 10. 10 being a masterpiece, or very good, and 1 it being an absolute piece of crap. What do you give it?
I give it a 2, and the reason I give it a 2 is because, like I said, we talked about how awful it is, but you got to give the climax credit.
Yeah.
It really got you involved. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I was kind of standing at the screen like this when it got to the climax, you know? Like, really into the camera. But I was, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe this is why people rated it a 6 on IMDb, or maybe this is why people...
Actually, it had like a 2.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of 6 out of 10. That's
I think people realize that, like, you know, it's not good, but at the same time, it's not, like, god-awful either.
Oh, yeah. It may be one of the worst movies of 2017, but it's not one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh,
if you look at movies like Garbage Patch Kids, you'll love this movie better.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And I think, like, at the end of the day, I think this movie is kind of made mainly for kids.
Yeah, and it's not made for adults. It's not like Finding Nemo. That's also a picture for adults. Although you do see a couple of section windows.
A little
kids
bit.
would never
understand. A little bit.
They had the eggplant emoji, and they didn't use anything with it.
there is an eggplant emoji. They use nothing for him.
Nothing for him.
They actually have more poop jokes than they do for anything.
Oh, my gosh. And that thing, they came so close to cussing in that movie. They really did.
Well, of course they couldn't.
Yeah, of course they couldn't. But... with that being said, though, I thought, you know, the music, okay, I'm interested because I like Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. I like.
Yeah. And they had Pitbull, Disco Inferno.
Oh yeah, and I thought, you know, the music. I thought there was one way that attracted me, but like I said, a 2. The acting was not that great. The characters were hard to follow. You couldn't feel any sympathy for these characters, and even the plot twist that didn't really intrigue me. I was like, okay, and the ending. Oh my god!
You'll never guess how it ends. That's right, a giant dance sequence!
Oh my god, and the dance, Lord, I thought I was a bad dancer. I swear, I would kill it on the dance floor if I went inside the phone and danced with the emojis.
Alright, so yeah, I'd give it probably a 2 out of 10. It's a really bad movie, but some kids might enjoy it, who knows. So I think that just about does it. Do you have any final words?
Honestly, I don't say not see this movie. If you want, like, let's say you have a son that wants to watch it, don't prohibit him. I mean, I think he'll like it. A
son or a daughter, they might like it.
If you want to, like, sit down and watch sports and you need the kids occupied, this will be the movie to do
Probably.
that. Yeah, but with that being said, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, but thankfully it's not as bad as we thought it would be.
Also, don't forget to follow me on SoundCloud, The Creator, TV show critic. If you've ever heard of me, just follow my channel.
I'll actually put a link to that in the description below.
Or just check me out. You know, I'm not desperate for followers. I just do it for fun.
And TJ and I also have our sports podcast that comes up every Friday. I'd say around like 5 or 7.
Yep, it does.
Yep, and I'll just put in the link to
to both channels.
To,
But yeah.
to WGWG on SoundCloud.
Also, if you want to listen to my channel, one thing I recommend is you listen to the top 10 worst Disney Channel or worst Nickelodeon. That was actually two popular ones if you want to like it. So with that being said, thank you for having me, Will.
Oh, no, absolutely. Thank you for having me, TJ. And until next time, see you later, posse.